Hypothetically, what if life exists in Andromeda Galaxy? Not microbes or bacterial, but intelligent civilization living in cities with modern alien facilities. And what if we tried to reach them? Andromeda sits 2.5 million light-years from Earth. In kilometers, that is a 24 followed by 18 zeros. The human brain cannot hold that number, so let's shrink the universe into something human. A road, a car, and you. You get in. You point the headlights toward Andromeda. No traffic, no fuel stops, no breakdowns. Just one endless highway through the dark. You press the gas, 100 kilometers an hour. At that pace, you would reach Andromeda in 27 trillion years. Not million, not billion, trillion. The universe itself is only 13.8 billion years old. That means your little road trip would take almost 2,000 times longer than the entire history of everything that has ever existed. By the time you arrived, stars would have been born, lived, died, and vanished. Galaxies would change shape. The night sky behind you would no longer look like home. So go faster. Forget the car. Climb into a Boeing 777, cruising at 900 kilometers per hour. Fast enough to cross oceans, fast enough to make Earth feel small. But pointed at Andromeda, you would still need about 3 trillion years. Civilizations could rise and collapse 1,000,000 times over before you even got close. So go faster again. In 1967, William Knight flew the X-15 at Mach 6.7, over 7,000 kilometers per hour. The fastest a human has ever flown inside Earth's atmosphere. Point that machine toward Andromeda, and the travel time becomes 376 billion years. A flight that once lasted minutes stretched into something 27 times older than the universe itself. So we cheat. We stop thinking like humans. We break every rule. We build the impossible. A ship that moves at the speed of light, 299,000 kilometers every second. Fast enough to circle Earth more than 7 times in 1 second. Fast enough to make every rocket we have ever built look frozen. But there is a problem. Nothing with mass can actually do this. Not a rocket, not an atom, not a human body. Einstein's universe does not allow it. The closer you get to light speed, the more energy you need. To actually reach it, you would need infinite energy. The universe simply says no. But pretend you could do it. Pretend you could ride a beam of light across intergalactic darkness. Even then, Andromeda is still 2.5 million years away. That is the part that should disturb you. Light from Andromeda hitting your eyes tonight began its journey before modern humans existed. Before cities, before language, before fire belonged to us. It left while our ancestors were still shaping stone tools beneath ancient skies. So when you look at Andromeda, you are not seeing it as it is. You are seeing what it was. A message from a galaxy's past. A ghost made of light. But here is the strange part. Andromeda is not sitting still. It is not waiting in the darkness for us to arrive. It is coming here. Right now, Andromeda is racing toward the Milky Way at 110 kilometers every second, almost 400,000 kilometers per hour. So technically, we do not have to cross the full distance. We do not need the road trip. We do not need the jet. We do not need the X-15. We do not even need to chase light, because Andromeda is already coming to us. And here is the horrifying part. Even at that speed, it will still take about 4 billion years to get here. 4 billion years. Longer than life has existed on land. Almost as long as Earth itself has existed. By the time Andromeda fills our sky, the sun will be dying. The oceans may be gone. Earth may no longer be a blue world. And every human voice that ever whispered, screamed, prayed, sang, or asked what was out there will have been silent for an eternity. So if you want to reach Andromeda, you only need one impossible thing: patience. Because Andromeda is coming. Just not for us.